something that got lost in the blockbuster Diggs trade, as well as the dismantling of this defense, all that leadership just leaving the Minnesota Vikings, is the Kirk Cousins extension and what it signifies. It signifies that Kirk Cousins is the only player that matters on the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, it is his team. He is the benevolent dictator. He is everything like that, and is going to be so for the foreseeable future. You know, the 2-year, $66 million extension, $30 million signing bonus, and $31 million in new guaranteed money, giving him $66 million total. So yeah. You just look at it. His dead cap number for this year is $62 million. His dead cap number for 2021 is $41 million. So he's going to be here locked and low the next 2 years. Even though he waived his no trade clause, it's whatever. You're not going to be able to move that contract next year. It's a monolith. 2020, it's essentially a toilet paper year. $45 million cap hit. That he's never going to realize that, as well as $10 million dead. So they can either punt on him, they can resign and restructure him, just like they did this year if things are going well. Yeah, but I think if things are going well, that means that they won the Super Bowl, probably, since Kirk Cousins will be 35. Wait, no, 34, 35 by then. Yeah, 35 by then. So who really knows? But again, make no bones about it. This is Kirk Cousins' team, and it is a coup that happens so subtly. And I think that the Diggs trade really did mask everything, because you think about the leadership on this team. Xavier Rhodes is gone. Linval Joseph is gone. Everson Griffin especially is gone. So now it's Kirk. It is Kirk. It is Anthony Barr. It is Eric Kendricks. It is Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph's probably not long for this team either. Maybe not Anthony Barr, depending on what happens with Mike Zimmer next offseason. But yeah, this is absolutely numero 8's team. Captain Pizza Ranch. Captain Sleep Number Bed. So buckle up. Everyone get ready. It is Kirk Cousins season. Do we Vike that? I don't really know, because I'm just catching up to it right now. It's wow. Like, all their chips are on him. They bet on number 8. And I get, well, why did they trade Diggs if it's Kirk Cousins' team? Kirk Cousins and Stefon Diggs did not get along. I mean, straight up. You saw that it was a little bit strained on the field. Maybe a couple of misfires here and there. Stefon Diggs could easily get his ass chapped. It's like, he missed me. I was wide open. Kirk, what are you doing? Kirk, you're seeing ghosts. Kirk, you didn't step in the pocket. Kirk, you delivered this ball half a second late. Good luck with Josh Allen, by the way. But you could tell, soon as they announced Kirk Cousins' extension that morning, and then Diggs tweeted out, "Time for new beginnings," Stefon Diggs' ass was gone by that evening. So how fast that comes together. So many months of Diggs passive-aggressively trying to force his way out of town. All he had to do was make a not-so-subtle reference to Kirk Cousins' brand-new shiny extension. Gone. That's the power that Kirk Cousins has right now. And also, just watch. Vikings have just over $14 million in cap space, pending on what happens with Rashad Hill's contract. That's going to go to offensive line or receiver. It will. They'll sign Brashad Perriman. They'll make a move for some free agent offensive line help, because this is good. They are fully building around Kirk Cousins. He is in charge now. And then look at the draft. 12 picks, 2 first-rounders, 5 in the top 105. I wouldn't be shocked if both first-rounders go to Kirk Cousins' weapons, like an offensive lineman and a wide receiver, or 3 out of the top 5 go to of the top 105 picks go to Kirk Cousins' help. So maybe 2 offensive linemen, a wide receiver, 2 wide receivers, an offensive lineman, 2 wide receivers, 2 offensive linemen. Why not? It's Arby's mix and match 5 for 5, except it all helps Kirk Cousins, and then maybe a couple cornerbacks. Kirk Cousins is the de facto GM at this point. Like, his name should just replace Rick Spielman's, because Rick is just like, hey, that's good. Brzezinski's like, hey, these numbers work. Kirk's like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And frankly, I don't know if the team had a choice. Well, they did have a choice. They could have let Cousins' initial deal expire after this year, fully admit that they're in a rebuild mode, and all the other actions could line up. But the fact that you take away all of the actions except for the Kirk Cousins extension, that looks like a full rebuild. So that's why we're really selling this retool thing, and that they have all this draft capital. I think that they are going to go after it for 1 or 2 more years, because why would you sign Kirk Cousins to this massive extension if you didn't actually think that you were in the hunt? Like, if you were fully in a rebuild mode, get a rookie quarterback on his rookie deal and build through the draft, and then a full-on plug the franchise back in, because that solves everything. right? And I mean, the defense is gutted just to give Kirk Cousins more money. So weird. And also, you look at next year with the cap projected to go up. The Vikings, as of now, are projected to have $50+ million in cap space for 2021. Could make some room for some beautiful, shiny new offensive linemen. The Cadillac of offensive lines, almost as good as the one that Kirk Cousins had in Washington. Maybe Trent Williams is one of those big deals that they're going to pull off this year. Yeah, just watch. I mean, Kirky, there have been reports that Kirk had his own office, his final years in Washington. Now, initially, that was RG3's office, sure. But look at him at TCO. He's got his own space. He's literally got his own podcasting studio. I mean, 2018... it's a little bit awkward. It's like the new kid in school coming in, trying to fit in with the cliques. But in 2019, a little bit more assertive, sort of blending in. But now, what if there was a way that the new kid could just get rid of all of the cliques, and then he could start brand new with a bunch of peons, completely removing all the former leaders, all the former clique leaders. They're all gone. That's what it is now. Next 2 to 3 years, do not get it twisted. Kirk Cousins is the dictator of this team. And I don't know if it's a good idea. It could be a terrible idea. But also, we saw that Kirk can play at a very high level given this offense, as well as given some of the shortcomings of this offensive line. And also, at times, the weapons due to injury, right? But if everything is perfect around them, can Kirk Cousins win you a Super Bowl? I think he can. I think he can. If he has a top 5 offensive line, if he has great weapons around him, if he has an opportunistic defense on the other side of the ball that can rush the passer and get a couple of key turnovers here and there, that's why they keeping Danielle Hunter, obviously, as well as maybe that's why they're keeping Anthony Harris in the mix as well. I mean, maybe. I think at a certain point, the old way wasn't working. Defense, draft capital in defense, all the money in extensions for defense, all that other stuff. That wasn't working. I don't know if it was going to work, right? So maybe the shot with the dynamic running game, with the outside zone running game, as well as lots of play action, lots of bootlegs, and that lethal play action, just taking big opportunistic shots down the field because Kirk Cousins does throw one of the better deep balls in the league. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? But again, make no mistakes. The Vikings GM, Rick Spielman, is no longer the GM. He's maybe a GM in title only, but it's Kirk freaking Cousins' team for hell or high water. So buckle up. It's going to be great with number 8. But your thoughts? This being Kirk Cousins' team, let us know in the comment section below. He's LeBron. He's basically LeBron at this point. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. Let's give us a follow on social media as well. Until next time. Skol. Production value.